Brian Ritzner here. Today, I wanted to share with you the importance of letting go of any grudges, worries, any negative thoughts before you go into bed. Because holding on to these uh, negativities will disturb your sleep. And because sleep is such an important part of your success in a way that this subconscious that working on while you're having sleep uh, is so important. This the power of the connection that it can make while you're sleeping. That you wanted to make this mechanism to the positive uh, direction. Means it's like concretely whatever you have the problems or issues you have, as long as you have a good sleep, when you get up, you might come up with some sort of solution. That's how powerful your subconscious is. But then if you disturb your sleep with like a bad ideas or like some kind of grudge, and if you're not sleeping well, then that's not really functioning well. So when you get up, it's the same thing. You have zero idea uh, of what to do next. Okay, it's kind of hard, difficult to explain. Like I don't even know that really a mechanism how that works. Like when you go to sleep, and then in the morning when you get up, like you somehow come up with some sort of solution to your problems. But that's only really possible if you have a good night's sleep. So that's what I'm trying to get at today. Uh, yeah, so I didn't really know anything about this type of mechanism. So I brought in a lot of like bad like grudge or vengefulness or whatever they are, and then just the sleep quality got really bad. And when I get up, it just doesn't feel that great either. And then nothing's being solved. Nothing's gonna. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you really think about it, 1/3 of our life, like every day, 1/3, 8 hours, let's say, are spent on sleep. So that sleep is pretty much kind of the wasted. That's the thing. And and then if you waste that like 8 hours not going towards the success, kind of that the solution oriented like results, right? Like whatever that is, like being refreshed like mentally is one thing, but then if you can add that like some sort of like extremely effective problem solving mechanism, then I notice like I missing quite a lot. It's just like I'm not really listening to myself. Like it's a subconscious. It's a big part of yourself, right? So I'm not really listening to myself. I'm missing something really great thing about yourself. I mean, think about it. Like when you're thinking something, right, on the background, there's always a subconscious working. And I think this notion of like rationality, like things that we actually think, like rationally, like reasoning, it's a big deal that differentiates from human to the animals. But this animalistic part, like something that we don't quite see, is enormously powerful. I would say the rationality is supporting or subservient of this like extreme power of that this animal self, like limbic system. So utilize this, and once I start doing this exercise, means just like utilizing this power, then the life becomes more authentic, of course, right? Because this is where the most powerful things that you make a decision, right? They give you more in tune with your inner self, and yeah, the things gets more organized. Know what to do for my life, and it got better. So so one thing is like, okay, everybody has some sort of issue and problems, and okay, how can I not worry? Again, not having grudge, not having things, right? So important thing is like you really understand that we can do, we cannot do more than what we can, our best, right? The obvious. So ask yourself that then, have you done your best? If you have done your best, then you have done your obligation. You have done your responsibility for today. You must have been so tired right now, right? Or before you go to sleep. You push yourself so much that then there's nothing to have a grudge or nothing to worry about it. You've done your best. Nobody can ask you more. Okay, so in a sense, you wanted to get there. Every single day you say, okay, I've done what I could. Okay. So that's one thing. And then if you have, even if you have kind of chill day, like relax, whatever, right? And then you come up some sort of like bad thought or whatever. What you can really do is, or if you have a tendency to think like, kind of ruminate something bad or whatever, right? That type of things. Then you can always adjust by, let's say, reading good books. You make your mind like absorbed in some sort of like good thoughts. Or even better is like before you go to sleep, just think about how you're gonna solve problems, or how you're gonna create things. Just imagine these things. So give some sort of like food for thought for your subconscious, which is productive when you get up. So you see what kind of ideas you come up with. But anyways, you can direct your thought process before you go to bed. And you might wonder like, what's so bad about it? Like you just go to sleep like vengeful, worry about it, like can't sleep, whatever. It's just not a bad, good. I mean, not being able to have good sleep is a problem, and a lot of people try to sleep, right? Because they know that it's not gonna be, but then they kind of thought about it and then they can't sleep. Then that's the kind of the state that you're in a bad place. It means it's like you are worrying things. You're maybe you have some important things going on tomorrow that you kind of get nervous and you can't sleep. That type of things. And then tomorrow, like you get tired, you can't think clearly, and then it's just not that good. And some people take sleeping pill, but then it's just covering things up. When you take a sleeping pill, you're not really utilizing your subconscious. You're just like whole subconscious things got kind of dialed down. So you're not really necessarily using that power. So it doesn't feel refreshed, anyways. So yeah, it's just not that good. Means it's like if you can't really sleep, then generally speaking, you can't sleep just because like there's two things going on here. Like you haven't used your physical energy for that day, so you have some sort of like a physical power that you can't sleep, or you haven't used your mental power. It means like you haven't thought through this life. You kind of chill, and your mind is like, I wanted to think more. I wanted to, that type of thing. As long as you exhaust those two, right, physical and mental energy, in some way, you'll sleep like a baby, right? So make sure that there is no magic there. Like you just have to do your work. in a physical and in a mental realm. Yeah, so a lot of people who has that sleeping problems, just think of these two. You might not challenge your brain enough. You got to learn more, and then if you learn quite a lot, then you get sleepy. I mean, that's the thing. Human brain gets tired. You're not there yet. You still leave a lot of potential on the table before you go to sleep. And sometimes like people have problems like letting go of like a grudge, like a vengeful thinking, and then kind of go to sleep. But I mean that's a thinking that goes nowhere, right? I mean, like, it's not like you can curse ahead, go somewhere and then make somebody's life ill. But then if you, even if you make somebody else's life ill by some sort of like a voodoo or something, well, what's really the point in your life? Just to it doesn't make your life better, right? It's just to make your feeling better, but your reality hasn't changed. You just wasted your time, in a sense, cursing somebody or some incident or whatever that is, and you're not making anything better about yourself. That's the important thing. Yeah. I mean, some people get deluded yourself that somehow vengeful or whatever that make the world a better place, but yeah, that's a different topic. Generally, it's not even generally, but you don't make the world in a better way by harming somebody. Let's just say it's better to raise yourself, and then you can actually do it in the right manner. Generally speaking, when you're kind of going through like this type of vengeful emotion, like it's pretty violent ideas, and that type of things, it's generally it's not the right direction, or it's pretty much not the right direction. And if any problems, like it's a real problems, then just call a cop or like a police or whatever. Deal with it later. But then if that type of like legal things is not going there, then it's just some sort of grudge you have, whatever. Learn let it go as a lesson. That's the important thing. If you go to school, it costs money. Any lesson costs money. So whatever the hurt you had, take it as a lesson, and then improve next time, and then just move on. That's the best way. And another really a bad thing about this stuff thing is it becomes like having a grudge and then not not letting go is becoming like a habit. It's just like you don't really think about it every day that you're doing this kind of stuff, and wonder why your life is not really going somewhere like really great. Maybe that the situation is, it's not probably just when before you go to bed, but then it's just your whole mentality, like a daily life. Something happened, you keep holding grudges, like suspicious of other people by default. Being vigilant is important, but like always taking like the negative ideas as a some sort of like their being. Other people make some sort of like some bad things happen, like maybe your package got stolen, or somebody give you some bad looks or whatever that is, and then somehow that's like they're like other people are bad people, like you start feeling like this, then you really have to watch yourself. Means it's like I'm not saying that watch yourself means in a way for other people, but I'm saying watch yourself for yourself, because very, very likely you're already in some sort of a delusional state and harming yourself. So just get out there and be constructive of your life. So by not holding on to negative thoughts before you go to sleep, you sleep a lot better. Forget about everything else. Just let's focus on it before we go to sleep. And then your performance gets better next day. And trust me that your subconscious will work wonder and have some sort of like a cool ideas like the following day. And then if it doesn't, at least you got a great sleep, right? And it really ties into you are accustomed to use your inner voice. It means it's like some sort of like a inner authenticity. And then this stuff of like a positive, because you sleep every day, so this kind of positive behaviors can accumulate, and then you achieve like the goals that you're not going to be able to achieve without this type of like positive habit. Thank you for watching. Please share your ideas in the comment section below to help each other, and hit like and the subscribe buttons so you get notified of the next video. See you next time.